You're joined now in studio by our former President, Mary Robinson, who's chairperson of the Elders. Thank you very much for coming in on what is a sad day, this outpouring of tributes for Jimmy Carter. You knew him personally for many years, so what was he like?
Well, we became very good friends, but obviously when I knew him earlier, it was before he was president, and then when he became president, so it was rather formal. It was when he joined us at the Elders that I really learned what a wonderful man he was through and through, and we became good friends. He was not somebody for idle chatter, you know. He didn't go out on about frivolous things, but he was very knowledgeable about anything he wanted to talk about. He was a very devoted birder, for example, and you know, he had a notebook in which he and Rosalind had identified hundreds and hundreds of birds and loved to do that. I mean, anything that was serious and purposeful, he loved.
And separate to those hobbies, he also, his dedication to finding peace, human rights, but very significantly, that statement he made during his presidency about the Northern Ireland conflict, that really was a precedent.
It was, and when he came to the Áras just on a courtesy call, we discussed the situation in Northern Ireland quite seriously. And then I said to him, you know, I have this group coming down from Northern Ireland. There are two teams of footballers from different sides, Republican and Loyalist. Oh, I'd love to meet them, he said. And I said, well, you have to wait a little bit. I'll wait, he said. And that was typical. You know, he gave time, and he was wonderful with the boys. He knew exactly what to ask them and what to say, and, you know, it was great.
And your paths would have crossed many times over different issues, human rights, climate, and I suppose just thinking back and reflecting, what would you say are his biggest achievements and what you'll remember him most for on that?
Well, he was a very good president, underestimated, because he was unlucky. He, for example, had the Camp David agreement between Egypt and Israel. That was incredible and has lasted, which says a lot. And secondly, he did a lot for the environment. He created a huge national park in Alaska. He even put solar panels on the White House. So he had all that as president, but really it's his post-president that I think confirmed the character, the nature of the man. His religious belief, which was very deep, and guided him. But he also loved people, and he wanted to change the world for people. He established the Carter Centre. When I became High Commissioner for Human Rights, the Carter Centre was a great resource because it convened human rights experts, did human rights work. We still, as the Elders, work with... I'm no longer chair of the Elders, by the way. I did hand over the chair recently, but I'm a very active elder. And also, he did his work for, you know, building houses for for humanity, and I think what I would really feel is his greatest legacy is he loved to help ordinary people to have better lives, partly through living his own life the way he did, but also just being with them. I mean, hammering nails, making houses, you know, getting down and dirty. That was very typical of Jimmy.
Well, thank you very much for sharing those memories of Jimmy Carter. Mary Robinson, thank you very much indeed.
He was a wonderful man.
Thank you.